It's good for me.
One more time, man. What was your question?
No, I said it's good for me. You said I'm the only one here. I said it's good for me.
It is. You got my attention.
Yeah.
Right. So what's up, man? What you got? What questions do you have?
SEOs that how do they work? What are they? And how do I take advantage of it?
With your e-com store?
Yes.
Well, primarily with SEO. There are 3 types of SEO when it comes to your website. On-site, offsite, technical SEO. But yeah. Why am I yawning? Jeez Louise. Let me hang on. Let me pull back up my personal site. They're still being worked on, so it might have like a fucking heart attack while we're doing this.
Okay.
But all right. When it comes to a website and when it comes to SEO, no matter what you do on your site, you should always keep your mobile friendly site first. Remember, everything you do online is mobile. And I'm just saying that at the beginning because you just gotta keep that in your head. Let me pull something else here. So in order to do any form of SEO, you have to have a website, no shit, okay? And then you have to have Google Analytics on your site. After you have Google Analytics on your site, you have to register for Google Search Console. This is all free, doesn't cost you anything, okay?
Google Search Console?
Yes, Google Search Console. If you are doing SEO and you're paying anything for SEO, if you're doing SEO anything and you don't have this, you're not doing SEO. Let's just put that out there, plain and simple. Okay.
Okay.
This is SEO at its core, and it pisses me off that people don't take advantage of this. All right, it's free. It's fucking free. All right. So the 3 forms of SEO. I'm sorry. Why am I yawning? Fuck. All right. So there's 3 forms of SEO that you need that you pay attention to 3 times. So when you hire someone to do SEO for you, you're going to ask them, what type of SEO do you do? Because most of the time you're going to run into somebody that only concentrates on one form of SEO.
Okay.
Like primarily my company, we concentrate on what's called offsite SEO and branding skills. And then we also work on website optimization, which has to do a little bit with your technical SEO. I'll get into that in a little more detail. So the first, remember this, you have to have a website, you have to have analytics, and you have to have Search Console. If you don't have those 3 things, you're not doing SEO. And if you're doing SEO and they can't tell you what they're doing, like, oh, we're doing on-site, and these are the action items we're doing. We're doing off-site, and these are the action items that we're doing. We're doing technical, and these are the action items that we're doing. You can't get that. You're not doing SEO. You're just throwing money away. Okay. Because like you go to GoDaddy.com and they have an SEO program for $20 a month. Ooh, doesn't do shit for you. Doesn't matter if it's $20 a month or $2,000 a month. With one of the guys I work with, he charges $2,000 to $3,000 a month for SEO. And that's actually average to here, actually, believe it or not, for his particular niche. Anyways, he's good at what he does. He's very good at what he does. I'm very jealous of him because he's so amazing at his job. But he'll tell you, this is what we do. This is the type we're doing. These are the action items. I have to drill this in your head because so many times I see businesses getting fucked over. They don't know what they're paying for. All right, enough of that. On-site SEO is how does Google view your website as a whole, in general, or very specific areas. So when you design a website, images and video and yes, verbiage keep me on the site, keep me engaged. Google cares about a few things, but primarily verbiage. Does your website do a good job explaining what it is? Do your products explain what they are, how they need to rank, where do they need to show? So, and on on-site SEO, you're going to hear a lot of two terms: your title tags and your descriptions. So my website, now this isn't by no means perfect. This is my homepage, my primary homepage. This is my e-com store. Blah, 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 blah. I know it's beautiful. You can tell me it's a beautiful website. I know it's a beautiful website. I designed it.
Nice website.
And right, it's a nice website. Right here, you see title and description. Much like Twitter, this is the back end of your website, titles and descriptions. This is a WordPress site. This is WooCommerce that you're looking at. And you want, and Shopify has it, they all have a version of titles and descriptions. And with that, this is a quick explanation of, hey, Google, this is what this is. This is what I am. This is what I am. This is what I need to be showing up for. The title is what I am, Snapshot Kitchen, elegant kitchen accessories. Straight to the point, 45 to 60 characters. Like Twitter, you want to keep it short because Google goes through a lot of websites. And when you first get your website up, you need it ranking as fast as possible. Over time, you will do more detailed ranking for on-site SEO. Description: Snapshot Kitchen, the leading online store supplying American-made and shipped kitchen accessories. Choose elegance and luxury with Snapshot. Boom. What am I? What do I do? Call to action. And the category I'm in, elegance. So, I'm not a low-end Walmart. I'm not targeting people that shop at Walmart. I'm targeting people that go at Target, Bed Bath Beyond, Kohl's, JCPenney, the higher-end store locations, okay? I'm not targeting Amazon buyers with this. So normally people go to Amazon, they want something cheap and fast. I'm also targeting people that want American-made products. And that's 100% true with my site. All my suppliers, everything on this website, American-made, American-shipped. So I have done my research prior to this site's existence and figured out what I want to do with my audience, how I want to target it, who am I targeting, when am I targeting, the products I'm targeting, picking my products, all that fun shit. Which is like, it's not a process you can rush. You just can't rush that. This website took 9 months before, no, more than 9 months, a year and a half actually, before it was live.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, and this website makes me money. So yeah, a year and a half before this site even existed. We're talking product research, who I want to target, all of it, literally everything I research is in that description. I am telling Google what I am, what I'm doing, who I want to target, why to come in with a call to action. Choose elegance and luxury. So that's a description. Okay, that's on-site SEO. A really good way to tell if a company does on-site SEO, you see up here, you see these tabs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Your title is attached to that tab. So if you hover over it, that's called a title. That's telling Google what this is. You can see it. What's really funny is if you go to some websites and you let your mouse hover over it, like they do a pretty good job with their stuff.
So you're saying when you go and it hovers over it, it should say what it does.
It should say what it is. That's the title. So this is the DC versus vampires variant set Batman version number 12. I buy a lot of comic books. I was doing some shopping before you hopped on. If a title is properly displayed, you'll see that. A lot of times when you go to websites, if you want to see if they have a proper title and it doesn't pull anything up or it pulls up like a random jumble of this bullshit, if they're not doing on-site SEO. Cool too. Another tidbit.
Wait, I'm confused. So when it goes over that, it should not say the name of the store. It should say what the store does.
No, so I'm on a very particular page of this store. I'm going to buy this book. So if they had a proper title, which they don't ever do that. Don't put emojis in your description. Oh my gosh. this title right here
Mhm.
should reflect right here.
Okay, and it's not.
Yeah, no, it is, which it is. It is, it's correct.
Oh, it is.
Their description is shit, but the title's correct.
Okay.
All right. Next for on-site SEO, which is a little bit what I'm struggling with, is verbiage. Now, I designed this website primarily for paid ads, not necessarily SEO, but let me give you an example of what it should look like. Was it this one I was screwing around with? Yes. All right. Verbiage. So, verbiage is important. I don't have a good description here. So check this out. Samsung Kitchen, elegant wooden coffee spoon bamboo. Explanation. I don't have a good description here describing what this product is, because like I said, I wasn't really trying to get paid traffic here. But if you look down here at my product information, see how long that is?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, do not ever make your e-com store look like your Amazon store, because all that all this shit is called spamming or keyword stuffing. It works for Amazon. It does not work for Google. You want to piss off Google and never ever rank, you do this shit. Okay. And I see it happen all the time. And it's just like, ugh, don't do it. Do it to Amazon, do it to Walmart. I don't care. Don't do it to your website. Your website should be clean. It's clean. You see, it's clean. Okay. Good long description. This helps me rank online because Google will eventually read all this stuff. Remember, everything you do on your website is rankable and indexable and viewable by Google. Everything you do in Amazon, nothing you do in Amazon is. Okay?
Okay.
So you treat them differently. When I see people do that, this pisses me off. Like, what are you doing? And the reason that the search console is so important is that it will tell you if you have strikes against you on your website. Okay. And it will tell you what pages are wrong.
Oh, it does.
Yes. I don't think I'll have any errors right now, my clients, but see this red line right here? Mm-hmm. Bottom? It'll give me errors. Where it says you're failing, it'll give me errors and whatnot. I don't think I have anyone with an example.
Well, I go to the search console on my website. What's the process?
To get one?
To see if I even have it.
I'll tell you in a bit. So that's on-site SEO. Another thing that helps you with on-site SEO is giving yourself custom branding. So obviously my logo was custom made. This shipped in America, made in America, and shipped from America to American. This is all 100% truthful. So don't lie on your website. Please don't lie.
Okay.
Be a little deviant, but you can't lie. Okay.
Okay.
So this is custom. This is one I didn't take this from anybody else's website. My graphic artist designed this for me and my stuff. And she's Canadian, so haha. But even my description, I had somebody custom write descriptions for my products. It takes time. It takes, that's why this website took over a year and a half to get up, because everything was custom made, not cookie cutter. And it takes money and takes investment to do it. You just gotta be willing to invest in yourself, invest in your business. So primarily that's on-site SEO. Technical SEO. And I don't think my website's going to perform very well. Let me see, hang on. Because I've been fucking around my website. So I'm pretty sure I broke a few things. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, I think I broke. Nope. Okay. Technical SEO is how fast is your website load speed overall on average, which mine's probably pretty crappy. How fast does your website load? Time on page that someone spends, and how fast can they find what they need relevant to the search that was conducted for your website. So someone types into here, amazing kitchen appliances, okay, which is something my website can be served up for organically. So Google pulls up my website, serves it up organically, and it's like, hey, here's this website. Well, if someone goes to my site and they spend a lot of time on my site, they browse, they look around, they check my kitchen storage equipment, whatever the hell it may be.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they do or don't buy something, they buy something great. If they don't, whatever, but they spend time on the site, Google is going to be like, oh, this website is good for this search query. Let's rank them higher next time.
Okay.
So, oh, sweet. Man, I'm so good at my job. All right. So that's time on page. And that can be, depending on what type of SEO person you're talking to, that's on-site or technical SEO. Another side of technical SEO is how fast does your website load? So Karim, on average, how fast do you think a website needs to load?
1 second.
You're correct. You're very correct. The standard, the bar that you should always set for yourself is 2 seconds. Every page on your website should, regardless if it's a desktop or PC, obviously, I mean, mobile, obviously if it's a mobile phone, the carrier and the location area are going to depend on that. But overall, on average, you want your site to load 2 seconds or faster. The reason being is because every 5 seconds it takes your site to load, you lose a 20% chance of that person becoming a client, giving you money, buying something from your store, downloading a PDF, calling, whatever the call to action may be, you lose a 20% chance, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 6 seconds, boom, 100% chance. You hit 6 seconds, that person is not going to do shit on your site. So if you see here, my site loads within 1.5 seconds.
Good.
Get me what I need. I want to buy this shit. I want to buy it now. A good case point for a e-com store. People should spend their time shopping, and then people should be able to check out fast. Fucking fast. Have your checkout process as easy and convenient as possible. For example, if I go to a website, because I buy a shit ton of comic books, there's primarily 2 comic book stores I will buy from online. Every once in a while, I gotta go somewhere else. So the store, I have a login, I have a account with them. This is my comic book store. I go here and I buy a lot of shit, so I want to spend time here and browse around. But if I have to go somewhere else that I'm never going to visit again, and they don't give me the option to buy as a guest, I won't buy from them. Because I'm not creating an account. I'm not going to take the 10, 15 minutes to create an account or whatever the hell it may be. Let me check out as a guest. So on your website, you should have a login checkout and a guest checkout.
Oh, okay.
Because the login, you're going to have your repeat customers coming back. They're going to be like, I love this product. I love this store. I'm going to peruse around. You should also, on your store, you should have this, like Amazon, a wish list. Oh, I like this item. I'm going to put this in my bucket. Oh, this item isn't available right now. Well, I'm going to put my email here so you can email me when this item's available. I'm going to put it in my shop, in my wish list. Those things are powerful because you're giving people a reason to keep coming back. But for those that are just like, they see your product and like, oh, that's what I need. I'm just going to buy it this one time, be done with my fucking life, be done with it. Don't force people to have to create profiles on your website, okay? If you can, have a nice, fast guest checkout. Give me your credit card, give me your address, pay me, off to the races we go. For those that want to create the login, give them that option, okay? I have that on my website. You know, you could check out now or create a fucking profile and build yourself a nice little wish list of shit you want. Oh, is that kitchen storage not available right now? Well, you know, give me your email and I'll email you when it's available so you can come back and buy it later on. Know what I'm saying? All right, but that's technical SEO. So let's say, for example, you run this is called GT metrics, and it's a pretty good benchmark standard for the industry. Run your website through here, see what it does. Everything should be green. You should be getting an A. Look at this fucking performance, 99%. That's damn near perfect. I build really good sites. I'm very expensive when it comes to a website too, but I build fucking good sites. So I'm a little bit on the pricey side. I'm gonna be completely honest. But as you can see, this is my shit. I practice what I preach. However, 2 professional tips here. If your website's slow and you get like a B or C or this, you know, taking 3 seconds, 8 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, maybe a minute. 2 things. First of all, is your hosting. So invest in a good host for your website. Second, what could be messing you up are your images. So a lot of people, images are good, and you've heard me say before, have good images on your site, but don't have the images too big. What I mean by big is the size. Images should be kilobytes in size. Not megabytes or gigs. I had one guy, his logo was like 5 gigs. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your logo? His logo couldn't load on a website. So like, dude, I could go forever about my website. Like I went to like the science of the colors and the font on my website, you know? But anyways, I love this website. I love it. It's my favorite website in the world. Anyways. So if you run GT metrics on your site and you see there's a problem, you can address it. And this is one of the reasons why I like a WordPress site over a Shopify, because it gives me better freedom that Shopify won't, type of situation. And I don't know if you have a Shopify store, if you can move hosting services or not. I don't know. So this is why I'm a little bit biased, and I prefer, if you're going to build an e-commerce store, you build a WordPress WooCommerce store, because you have more freedoms. Anyway, so that's technical SEO. Let's talk about the third one, offsite SEO. And plain and simple, it's everything you do off your website to brand yourself or to bring traffic to your website. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, blogging, all finding influencers to talk about your stuff. All of that is offsite SEO.
Okay.
So that's, what are you doing off the website to build your brand, to build your trust, and get people to sign up for your newsletter, make people be aware of what you're doing. How does Google and other search engines view your website? All that is offsite SEO. Offsite SEO.
It's me.
What you doing? You got 2 of you? You got a twin brother?
No, switching computers.
You still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
So that's offsite SEO, funny enough, is one of the forms I'm not very familiar with, because there's a little bit more that goes into it than just that, but it also takes effort on your end. You have to be the one with the YouTube channel, the Pinterest, the Instagram, the whatever, having a social media marketer that posts for you, engages with your clients. You engage with other people in your creative that also probably sell the same thing you do, or they use products similar to you. Offsite SEO, everything you do off of your website to build your brand and bring traffic to your website. That's called offsite SEO.
Okay.
That's a very watered down version of it. Like I said, that's the one I'm least educated in, funny enough. But that's it. Man, I'm so happy about this website, dude. fucking love it. All right, anyways, time for me to stop gloating. Let's talk about Search Console. How do you get this? All right, first, you have to have Google Analytics on your site. You have to be the owner of your analytics. And then you go to googlesearchconsole.com or just type in Google Search Console. You should see something that looks like this. And you're just going to copy and paste your URL in here and hit continue. And
wait, so you go to, wait, you said you just go to googleconsole.com?
Google Search Console. Just look at Google Search Console.
Google Search.
.com or something. Yeah, search.google.com. You should see something like this.
Improve performance on Google search. I see something a little different. Start now.
Well, make sure you're signed in with the same email your analytics is attached to.
Okay. That I don't even remember.
I don't either.
Yep. Okay.
And then you'll see something similar to what's on my screen. And right here is where you're going to copy and paste your URL and then hit continue.
Okay. Got you.
So what's in here and what should you be paying attention to? First of all, once you've registered your business with this, there's probably going to be nothing there because it has to collect the data. You want to give it like 7 days to collect the data. And this isn't a dashboard you're going to pay attention to like every day, but like once a week, log in, take a look at it. I'm going to tell you what to pay attention to. Right here is this performance is what you're going to look at. This is too long care. Okay. This is all this shit down here. So it tells you what someone typed, how many clicks you got, how many impressions you got, click-through rate, and position 1.4. So 1.4, it's easy to come in here and you count 1.4 and they showed up somewhere around here. So they're position number 1 essentially. The 0.4 tells me that there was shit above them like ads and that there were Google a map listing. So they were pushed down a little bit. They were position 1, they were position 1.4, a little bit down. You know, so you look at things like this, depending on the search, anything past position 10 is page 2 on Google. So for some reason, their ranking for local private investigators was just fine. Their ranking position number 2, it was like page 10. That's fine. But it tells you what someone physically typed into Google and where you showed up for it. So this is important in performance. And you know, you go through here and check out all this stuff and whatnot. Okay. All right. Next are these 3 things. Page experience is new and pretty much it's supposed to there's a lot of shit here on what it does.
It's okay.
Pretty much like, is your URL working correctly? Did it work on mobile? Things like that. For example, WordPress, just like Shopify, WordPress is always updating shit. And if there's an update that doesn't quite work out right, it's going to tell you, hey, there's an update on your website and now your images are in the wrong spot. And it's gonna throw an error and you'll get an email. It's gonna be like, hey, Google Search Console, something's wrong. You'll get emails, alerts for this. Mobile visibility is very, 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 very important. As you can see, my client is doing great and we have no errors, and that's what you want. Mobile friendly pages, you know, valid. These websites are mobile friendly. Everything here on Search Console is based off your mobility scores. None of this has anything to do with desktop. Because remember, mobile first.
Mobile is king.
Exactly. And then there's a whole shit ton of other things that you can look at here, but primarily performance in this area is what you want to pay attention to. Are there errors on my website? Are people having a good experience? And how the hell am I showing up online?
Okay.
So like, check this out. Google, and this is why you work with a good professional, someone better than me, which I work with. You see this number 1 right here?
Yes.
So you can go to this date, take a look, click, and be like, an event had occurred in Google search that might affect your site's data. There was actually an update on Google that month. Sometimes they're very vague like this. This just tells you something happened. Good luck figuring it out. And sometimes Google will actually tell you this is the, you know,
What it is. Okay.
Yeah. You know, for the lack of better argument, it's fucking Google. This does work incongruent with Google Analytics. There'll be more there'll be, you know, information across platforms. This has nothing to do with ads, absolutely nothing. But it's a great platform, and if you're paying for any type of SEO and you don't have this, like I said, you're not paying for shit. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's SEO in a box.
Okay.
Other than that, any other questions or concerns, my man?
No, I feel a little bit smarter now about SEOs. I could at least have a conversation with somebody to get it going.
Yeah.
A lot of people hit me up online, but just couldn't entertain the conversation because I didn't know what to talk to them about.
No, exactly. And now you know more about SEO than the average digital marketer would, because a lot of people, they will claim to know SEO, and SEO, search engine optimization, is one of those terms people say to feel smart, but they have no idea what they're talking about.
Okay.
So highly recommend, if you're doing this, there's something to look at. Of course, as always, reach out to me, man.
Definitely will.
All right. Other than that, anything else you want to ask a question of?